like I was saying. Greetings, everyone. It is March 12th, 2024, 8:20 p.m. And I'm just sitting up here thinking, and I wanted to go into pretty much a reality check for the ladies, and it's just a reality. These females have ruined it for you. What do you call them? I call them females. You might call them ratchets. Uh, Also call them NPCs. But they've ruined it for relationships in America. And what's so crazy about it, this will be an example to those who have someone, who have a long-term relationship, that maybe you ought to take it more seriously and work things out and don't be ruin it, especially if you have children. But anyway, let me go into this. Let's go into his video here.
I can relate to you, fella. I understand. Just to the ladies. Y'all know I've been trying to bridge the gap, to bring women and men back together, so, stop hating each other, get along, form healthy, long-term relationships again. It ain't working. These dudes ain't here. It don't matter what I say. I'm trying to tell them, hey, look, fellas, this big boy, y'all know I ain't lying to you. So far, I haven't lied to you. I've been straight up with y'all. I ain't been blowing no smoke up here. I've been straight up telling y'all the truth. I've been keeping it real with y'all, fellas. And I'm telling them, hey, man, there's still some good women out here. They ain't all ratchets. Strong, independent, don't need a man, boss bitches, sexy reds. They ain't all that. There's some good women still out here. I tried to tell them my secret location, the country girl. They still say, nah, big boy, nah, that's all right. I'll pass. I'm trying the best I can, ladies. For you good women out there. I ain't talking about you ratchets, and I ain't talking about y'all.
Yeah.
So you good women out there. I know y'all out there. I hear from y'all. I talk to y'all. I'm around y'all. I know a lot of y'all. Some of y'all married, got husbands already, good women. Some of y'all looking to get married. Some of y'all in relationships that I know. I know y'all. I know y'all some faithful women, loyal women. I know y'all personally. Yeah, one of my friends on Facebook, I know we went to school together, Miss Sugarbaker. I ain't gonna say your real name, but you know who you're talking about. I've been knowing her. We grew up together.
And some of y'all is married and looking for a change. But that wouldn't mean you're a woman. It means you're a ratchet. So let me go past that.
I wanted to be a pimp. My mouthpiece, my mind, and the body I had at one time, I could have been a pimp. So I know women. So if I tell you that one right there is a good woman, that woman's a good woman, she ain't no good woman, she ain't worth a damn. If I tell you that, I'm telling you the truth. But some of y'all men, and I understand, this ain't no knock at fella, I know. I understand you, fella. It's just a public service announcement to the women. Fella, I understand you, I can relate to you, I know where you're coming from. Because I done dealt with these women. The same women y'all talking about, they got you saying, no mas, I done dealt with them. So I know where y'all coming from. This just to the women to let y'all know, hey, I tried to get these guys to change their mind. I ain't talking about the busters. No, I don't mess with busters, no scrubs. I'm talking about the good dudes I know. I tried to get them to change their mind. But the damage that's been done to them by the ratchets, the boss bitches, or whatever else, the scalawags, whatever other adjectives you can give them, the damage runs so deep. What they boy just said, game over. They done took their jersey off and told the coach they quit. I quit, coach. Them boys just done took their jersey off in the middle of the game, second quarter. 5 minutes before halftime. They done took their jersey off, coach, I quit. Or the same little boy in the neighborhood that took his ball and went home. He ain't playing no more. Game over, ladies. I tried, ain't nothing I can do. If I can't do it, it can't be done. Now, I might come back again at a later date and try again. But right now, I'm gonna go to the gym and just relax. I give up, man. These dudes ain't trying to hear nothing I gotta say. And these guys rock with me now. They down with me. They got my back. These ain't no busters I'm talking about. These some real solid dudes that I know rock with me. They rock with you, boy. And they say, big boy, we done. Can't do it no more.
It ain't just people that work around him. This is everywhere. This is going on all through America, and it's leaked out into other countries as well. So, in fact, it's probably been out in other countries. They've been not messing with certain females. So, listen close.
They basically saying, they don't care if it is some good women out here. They ain't taking no chance. No, they ain't willing to take a chance no more. They ain't been done so. See, ladies, y'all have been done bad too. But I keep telling y'all, it's a difference when it happens to a man. We can't handle what y'all can handle. The betrayal, the getting cheated on, lied to by somebody you love. Y'all don't like it either. It hurts y'all too. But for some reason, y'all better equipped or built different the way y'all can process that shit better and then dust it off and then keep it moving on to somebody else and get somebody else a whole other chance. We ain't built like that. Y'all hear my point going right. So, there's some men out here stronger than others that they might can take 2 heartbreaks, 3 at the most. But they can't keep going over and over, woman after woman after woman like y'all do. Man after man after man. Same bullshit, heartbreak, lying, cheating. Men can't take that. Some can't make it past 1. Let alone over and over again like y'all do. So, the majority of you guys done have 1 too many heartbreaks. 1 too many betrayals from y'all ratchet sisterhood. Not you, good woman. You didn't do it. I know you saying, but big boy, I ain't had nothing to do with that. We're not all the same. I didn't do him like that. I ain't mistreat him. I ain't hurt him. I know. And that's why I was out here on behalf of y'all, trying to explain to these guys that you didn't do it. You ain't the woman that broke his heart, betrayed him, slept with his best friend, slept with his dad. See, I got emails that I ain't got to yet. Well, the boy daddy slept with his old lady. I don't even know if I should bring that out. You know, like that's too much. Sexy reds.
Oh God,
Felt
the foulness is crazy, insane. Oh man, I didn't hit the thing and went back too far. Let's see if we get back.
I understand you. I can relate to you. I know where you're coming from. Time. They down with me. So there's some men out here stronger than others that they might can take 2. See, I got emails that I ain't got to yet. Well, the boy daddy slept with his old lady. I don't even know if I should bring that out. You know, like that's too much.
Damn right it is.
So I'm knowing what we're dealing with out here as men. Well, these guys have said, you know what they want? I quit. Game over. The end. I'd rather watch reruns of Martin all day long than to be in a serious, committed relationship with a woman nowadays. I'll play around with them, have a little fun. I'll even be honest and let them know ahead of time. I don't want a relationship. Like, you fall in love, you want to. All I want is a cut buddy. If that ain't what you're looking for, I'm letting you know ahead of time.
Cut buddy, meaning just someone to screw. Pay attention.
That's all I want. And then the older women that's getting to play nowadays, pretty much. Women that's willing to be a cut buddy, or women that think they can change his mind.
And they ain't shit.
Or the women that's already been married on a relationship 10, 15, 20 years already. But for new people out here, single, the only single women dealing with men nowadays are the cut buddies, or the cut buddies and don't know they cut buddies. She thinks she dating with a purpose. To him, she's just a cut buddy.
And any female that wants to be a cut buddy, especially if she's already in a relationship and she's messing around with somebody that just wants to hit, man, when you find out, get rid of them.
That's what it is. I'm sorry, ladies, I tried. The heart is out. The wasp or whatever. We call them wasps. Anyway, it's sad, ladies. I ain't sad. I don't give it. I'm a man. Shit, I can at any time turn the player switch on and have me a bunch of them, but I ain't with that. But I ain't tripping. I can have somebody. It's the good women that I feel for. But I'm just letting y'all know, good women, don't waste your time. It's over. Game over. They done took their ball and went home. They ain't playing no more. So if you dealing with a man right about now, nowadays, he ain't serious. You might think he's serious, but he ain't serious.
He ain't serious. You're just a piece of meat, a meat pocket. Especially the dudes that know that you have a relationship, that you have a family. They never met your family, but they your work husband, whatever. You just a fuck buddy. That's all you are. And that's what you choose to destroy your family with.
He might have been asking you to marry him and everything. Y'all done got engaged and all that. Y'all gonna be engaged for 10 more years. Until you decide to walk on, cause he ain't married you yet. The few people that I see that are still getting married nowadays, they're older people. 45 and 50 on up. They're the only ones getting married nowadays, because usually by that time, the man probably got an idea that this woman, she ain't got no hoe in her. But not so fast, my friend, because I know some old. We're gonna leave it
Yeah,
there.
right about that.
But overall, ladies, don't waste your time. Go get some cats, a couple of dogs. I ain't available right now, but if I was available, I could be your cut buddy. That's about the best you're gonna do. I just ain't available. I ain't on the market. I ain't with it. I don't feel like I ain't trying to do it. But other than that, if you ain't married already, in a long-term relationship already, the chances of you getting one right now, slim to none. And Slim just went home.
You know, I'm always amazed of how stupid people are. You heard what he said, right? This is the reality. This is the reality of life, which men need sex. They want sex, but that don't mean they want you. They just want to have sex with you. But when you have someone that a good man that wants you, you go ahead and throw them away. Someone that looking to build with you, and take care of you and look out for you, have a family with you, and you throw it in the trash. Boy, that's a real piece of work. And there's men that do it too. Men that throw away every fucking thing for no reason. But we talk about the ones that, because of course there's ones that do it. There's also the ones that do it because they keep on trying to get their needs met, and these chicks ain't doing it. They want to use sex as a weapon. So they say, all right, so I'm gonna go get it somewhere else. And the real good men gonna let you know that that's what they're gonna do. Of course, they agree and everything like that, and then they get mad later. Freaking full retard. If you ain't with it, if you don't like it, then why did you agree to it? Oh boy, let's continue.
Just something for y'all to think about, ladies. I've been keeping it truthful with y'all from day one. I ain't trying to get over on you. I ain't trying to sell your program like Master P. How to level up, how to get rich. I ain't trying to do none of that. I ain't all over your timeline on Facebook or whatever. Talk about this program and I'm gonna give you the game and you're gonna come up. I ain't doing none of that. I always been truthful with y'all. Game over. The dating pool, the dating scene, hopeless for a woman. Now the men have a field day. Because a lot of desperate, lonely women out here. You may not be one of them, but there's a lot of desperate, lonely women out here, and the men taking advantage of it. Well, not the men, the scavengers that's out here, the buzzards. They taking advantage of you lonely, single women that still got hope that you're gonna find your soulmate, your Mr. Right out here in this toxic, pissy dating pool.
Yeah,
This dating pool got turds in it. It ain't just pee. It's doo-doo in this dating pool.
Facts.
For a woman. The men have given up. They've taken their jerseys off and told the coach they quit. The game over, ladies.
And fuck it. Where the ball may lay. Leave it alone. Stop being cooperative. Stop all that. Because there's one thing that men don't like.
Men are turned off biologically by whores in terms of wanting to marry. So now women are getting what they wanted in the first place. They have all this freedom to do whatever they want, but they never realized the backlash that would be against them when it came from men. And now they try to shame men for not wanting them because they have all these bodies on them, or because they dress like whores, or because they're doing OnlyFans. These things that in women's minds they've normalized and they see no problem with because they've been ignoring what men have to say.
You know, there's another thing. Imagine you got a woman, right? Your fiance, your wife, or whatever like that. And she go ahead and do some bullshit like this.
So earlier you said something like you was trying to like hit me up or trying to get my number.
Oh my god. But you told me about the husband and shit. Who that?
No, like dead ass. Like that's finna be my husband.
So
It's not that
respectful.
serious. I just be saying that. I really just be saying that.
To
But,
back
like,
people up.
Stop the cap.
That's why I said, I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little persistent just to see if you're gonna tell me the truth. But
you seem like cool people, so
I'm definitely cool as hell. I just want to know, like, is it for real or are you playing about the boyfriend? Cause
I mean, like it's really not that serious, anyways. And I've really been thinking of leaving him, so it's really
What?
nothing. Like we don't even have to talk about it.
And you wonder why men are done. Why they're done.
I tried. I love y'all. I want to see you happy. That's why I'm giving you this message. Don't even try no more. Get your career, your money, which I've already been. That would help mess it up anyway. Your PhD and your careers and all that, and you focused on that more than you did a family. So now, that's all you got. You sacrificed the family for your PhD.
Or sacrifice your family just to get laid. That's even worse. That's even more stupid.
Whatever else you got going on. Your career. To be a boss. To do anything a man can do. So I guess the men are saying, since you can do anything a man can do, be your man. Ooh, that's deep. Or is it? Let me say that again. Since you can do anything a man can do, then be your own man. Because we ain't doing it. That's pretty much what they're saying. We ain't being your man. Be your own man. Since you took our role, took our spot, took our position, you want to be where we at, be your man. Because I ain't doing it. Thus says the men. So ladies, I was just told to bring out this message. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot the message. Don't shoot the messenger.
Enough of that. So, you heard it. It ain't just a small group of men. It ain't just his co-workers where he work at. Boy, that's men in general. This has been going on for years. This is years of abuse, years of disrespect. Regardless, women can't be men. You can't operate like a man, and you ain't gonna. Any man that's worth his salt, that knows his value and what he brings to the table, ain't gonna tolerate it. And then it gets to a point where he's not gonna tolerate it with the abuser. Then it turns in he ain't gonna tolerate nothing from nobody. He's not gonna give anybody a chance to do what has been done before. And that's what I talk about on this channel. So What you need to do is hit up all the social media, all these all these lovely sites and everything. We on all this stuff. Want you to screenshot that and log in, like and subscribe. I appreciate all the people that have subscribed. I seen a video blow up pretty well. Um, got some likes, so I appreciate you. Um, yeah, but this is going on, and you know it's the crazy part, right? Let's go into the crazy part because I'm not. I don't think that should be it. No, I don't. I think that we should go into what is to come. Can we do that? Can we go into what is going to happen next? The prediction. This is for the dummies. These are for the dumb females that think that they don't need, think that they can do whatever they want and they got it all under control. And they don't. I want you to check this out.
Came in sky high. February's inflation print coming in slightly hotter than expected. Inflation rose 0.4% month to month and 3.2% over. Hey, so guys, John here.
Hold on. Something seems to be wrong. Something seems to be wrong. Also, yeah. What is going on here?
Inflation data just came in sky high. February's inflation print coming in slightly hotter than expected. Inflation rose 0.4% month to month and 3.2% over the year. Now, what this means is we're going to have to see interest rates increase. According to the Fed, this isn't my opinion. This is what the Federal Reserve just said.
The Federal Reserve is no rush to cut the interest rates. That is according to Fed Chair Jerome Powell's written testimony.
But, they say a lot of things, and then the other day, none of it really makes much sense. But, for example, CNBC or NBC News said U.S. added 275,000 jobs in February, more than expected, but unemployment rate climbs. The rate of workers quitting or being laid off has stalled, right? Then this happened on the 8th of March, just a couple days ago. Then Forbes came out on the 7th of March saying last month had the most job cuts of any February since 2009. American employers cut more than 84,000 jobs in the month of February, a new report by Challenger Gray and Crispus out on Thursday, making 2024 the year the most second month job cuts since the great financial crisis in 2009. Now, when you look at what's going on with inflation, you look at what's happening in the labor market, then you look closely at what the Fed just said of them increasing interest rates, and then behind that is Biden now proposing a $5.5 trillion with a T, $trillion tax hike. That's about to go into effect.
U.S. President Joe Biden on Monday unveiled a $7.3 trillion election year budget.
White House officials say their plan would raise almost $5.5 trillion in fiscal 2025.
We're walking into what I believe is going to be the greatest rug pull in American history. Think about this. 40% of all U.S. dollars since 1776 were put into circulation between 2020 and 2022. That money people use to take out loans for cars, for homes, for businesses. Now the cost of that money is sky high. It's getting really expensive, and the money's getting pulled out of the system, and then the tax man's coming for it. So when you start to pay attention to this, we're walking into something really, really, really big here. It's going to be the biggest change in America. And I hope everybody is getting prepared for it because there will be no soft landing. This is going to be a plane crash. I'm going to break this down. I'm going to give you the facts, help you in position for what I believe is going to be a fire sale of.
And the funny thing is, a lot of people ain't smart enough to deal with it. But they think they can do whatever they want. They think that they can go ahead and ride the carousel, the sausage carousel, and whatever, right? And they have no idea what's coming. It's gonna get sick. And guess what? Good men that ain't happy, ain't satisfied, haven't been happy in many, many years, they're gonna let this whole thing burn. You just let it all burn.
Assets all throughout America. Airbnb, second homes, primary homes, cars, work trucks. We're going to see it all come for sale very, very soon. Please hit the like button, hit the like button.
It's gonna all come up for sale. All come up for sale. You hear that?
So the big employer still adding jobs and boosting pay. Big bro, right? They're the one that is adding most of the jobs that are being shown. Then when you look at what's actually going on with retirees, which make up 55% of the entire U.S. population, people of the age of about 55 and up. 50, I mean, it's a large percentage of the U.S. population. And more Americans are treating the 401ks like cash, right? So it's not just, people are retiring, but people that just have 401ks. People that are retiring, though, half of boomers and late Gen Xers who took early retirement during the first wave have already fallen into poverty. That was last year. The world's gotten harder since then. So you'd imagine probably more people fell into poverty. But for context, this is just kind of how far we're heading. So this is, how much does inflation cost the average family per month? Now in 2023, that number was $700 a month, right? $709 a month. In 2022, it was $433 a month. So it went from $433 in 2022 to $709, and now it's cost $11,400 a year. So almost $1,000 a month. So you think about this. 433, 709, $1,000. What direction? And then they're saying inflation got worse. What direction are we heading in? Prices are going to likely continue rising. And as they continue rising, this new tax hike is coming. 5.5 trillion with a T. Like five, it's absolutely unreal.
Nice.
Where this is going to be going is 7.3 trillion in total fiscal 2025 federal spending, up from 6.9 trillion. 325 billion in paid family medical leave for 12 weeks eligible workers. 258 billion investment in affordable housing. Think about this. Taking taxpayer revenues, 258 billion of which to use to go buy property inside of America. They're looking to, revitalize and restore 2 million homes throughout America.
And you know what else is crazy? They've been talking about trying to do something with Social Security. They're wondering, should we invest it? Should we privatize it? If they privatize it, it'll go broke faster. They say it's about 10 years before it goes broke. And man, instead of paying back what they borrowed from it, they want to privatize it. But they can spend money all around the world. They can spend it in countries for wars and everything like that, but they will not pay back the money they took out of Social Security. But she wants to go on the sausage carousel. She wants to go on the sausage carousel and doesn't want to listen, thinks she knows everything.
America. Like, this is a massive, massive change to anything that we know about the U.S. Right? This is almost hard to wrap your head around. 23 billion in climate action, 13.6 billion to address the border crisis, 12.3 billion for the Internal Revenue Service. So you think of when I mentioned that they're really gearing up, they are gearing up. 3.3 billion for the DEA, 981 million for the Executive Office for Immigration, right? 145 million for U.S. citizenship and immigration. So you look at where this money's going. It's coming for America. Like that's where it's going. It's coming for 330 million Americans. But they say that, look, we're not going after the everyday American. We're going after the rich. The rich have to pay their fair share. You hear Janet Yellen talk about this. You hear Elizabeth Warren. You hear Bernie Sanders. You hear all of them saying, whether it be on the left or the right, that, the rich are the problem. But really, are they? It's a big question. Because when you look at the top 12 billionaires, they have created at least 2.3 million jobs globally. And what do the rich have in common? For example, look at Amazon. Amazon, they're really smart. They're not going to pay the IRS. What are they doing? They're going to find ways in which they can write off losses. They're going to take out loans. They're going to invest in infrastructure. They're going to expand. They're going to do whatever they have to do to show a net loss. That's what they're going to do. Small business owners, they don't do that. They pay, they pay their fair share. And so when they say they're going to be going after the rich,
not only that, but just this Monday, they were supposed to be passing a law that no more 1099 workers, that you gotta have to be a W-2 worker. So they want you in the slave class. They want you to be paying taxes directly. All the taxes they want to pay, you just get the little pittance later. It's going to be poverty. It's going to get crazy. They cutting stuff out left and right. Inflation's going through the roof. You got some new soldiers that invaded from the South that's buck wilding, doing what the hell they want and everything. Man, listen. But guess what? She wants to go shopping. She wants to have peace, right? She wants peace. She's not happy with you. She wants she wants someone to make her happy. Someone to just beat her cheeks and then be like, "No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to live my life. What the hell?" That's what she wants. She throws it all away.
the rich will either do that, or they will move operations overseas, or they'll lean on their trusted accountant and legal team to find a better way in which they can offset these losses, right? So these tax losses. That's what's going to happen. But when you look at how big the U.S. government jobs are right now, it's 19.23 million. So you think about this: the top 12 billionaires that produce trillions of dollars in value for the U.S. These top 12 billionaires create at least 2.3 million jobs globally, which is about 10% of the entire U.S. government, a little more than 10% of the entire U.S. government. That's how many jobs billionaires create. So I'd probably go the opposite direction. If I were running things, the last thing I would do is go after the rich. I'd want more rich people to come here and supply economic value and output and create jobs, not increase taxes and bring forward strike forces to crack down on unfair and illegal prices. Imagine you have a business and they deem your prices are unfair, right? This is The Guardian, CNBC, Strike Force with the FTC and Department of Justice, unfair and illegal pricing, Politico saying the same thing, Strike Force, Morningstar, all these different outlets saying the same thing. The Strike Force is poorly equipped for a tough task, right? So you look at this, you're like, okay, well, is this really going to happen? Are they really going to go after the rich? Are they really going to increase taxes dramatically? Is inflation going to get worse? Is the U.S. consumer going to get greatly penalized? Look, this is my bet. You just follow the dates here. March 6th, Fed Chair Jerome Powell wants more proof inflation is falling before cutting interest rates. So that was on the 6th of March. Then today, obviously, it rose, right? So there's no proof of that. So what's going to happen next? Then this came out. This came out in August 25th last year. Powell signals Fed will raise interest rates if needed and will keep them high, right? Then came out March 1. The U.S. economy is so strong that there might not be any rate cuts in 2024, right? So they're going to maintain the same stance. Then they even say in February 7th last month, why the Fed might actually raise interest rates before cutting them. This is money.com, right?
They have no choice but to keep it high. And they're going to raise it up more because they're going to try to get everybody's leaving. They're pulling their money out of the United States. What they're going to do is they're going to have to raise up the interest rate so that it's a good investment for people to send their money back over here to invest in America, to put money in so they get a good yield on their money. That's the only reason why they got to do it. They have to do it. They have to do it. And they will choke you to death. They're going to smother the people. But she's worried about going out to party, her new dress looking sexy for her new boyfriend that don't give a fuck about her. They just fill her head up with bullshit. Man, listen. This is why I say the female will destroy everything. She's destroying her family. She destroys her future without question.
Then you look at this. It's not likely we will hike again, right? This is what he said December 13th. But then they said willing to raise federal funds. This is Fidelity.com. This is Bowman. This is the Fed, right? While the current stance of monetary policy appears to be at a restrictive level, they'll bring inflation down to 2% over time. I remain willing to raise the federal funds rate at a future meeting should the incoming data indicate that progress on inflation has stalled or reversed. 5 days ago, right? This is what is happening. This is what's happening. But I think what Americans don't realize is how this all actually will impact them and why this is going to be the greatest rug pull. So let's look at this. When Janet Yellen said, confident American consumers, businesses, and banks will be able to survive the interest rates, rising interest rates, right? What happens here is they say the unrealized losses, securities held by banks, bank failures, and the dropping bank count. There will be more bank failures 3 days ago, there will be more bank failures. They're prepping us because as they increase interest rates, they put more stress and strain on bank assets, on commercial real estate. And what does this ultimately do? It erodes their ability to survive this storm. And we are going to see many, many, many bank failures in the wake of this. Top CEOs, billionaires, executives, they've all been talking about massive waves of bank failure. CEO of RXR Real Estate, 21 billion in assets under management, said 500 banks will either fail or consolidate in the coming 24 months. Look at what the rich are doing. You have Bezos, you have Jamie Dimon, you have Mark Zuckerberg selling a combined, according with the Walton family as well, $11 billion in stock over the last 4 months. 11 billion, right? So you see this, you're like, all right, well, how is this going to actually impact everyday Americans? How is this actually going to impact everyday Americans? Let's say the Fed increases interest rates 25 basis points. 25 basis points. And let's look that the average American is right now paying about 28% interest on a credit card, according to Forbes, right? 28% interest, and the average credit card balance is $6,360. So if, just for easy math, 28% interest, right? So this is...
And massive delinquencies are happening. I'm not going to even go into all this. It's whatever. This is just to show a point that, man, you got to be careful who you get with. You got to be careful who you get with, because you got some stupid idiots in this world that just don't get it. They have no loyalty. They have no brain. And they just want to be hoes. So with that, I'm going to bid you adieu on this one. Keep your head on the swivel. Be safe out there.
Yes, that's it. Quite right, huh?
Oh, well, it was nice while it lasted, right?
It was nice while it lasted.